I want to, I'm thinking about developing a script and I want to add preferences to it. The preferences of when I've tried to add it later with Claude, for instance, it just blows up. Doesn't work very well. So I'm wondering what the technique I might do to start a new script and add preferences and then continue to build the script out. Does that make sense?
Not 100%. Sorry. So you
You're
wanna
using the preferences class.
Yeah,
Yes,
the triggers class.
Oh, the triggers.
it's
Okay.
triggers. Yeah, I
Okay.
forgot we changed the name of it.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
maybe Irfan can guide you through how to do that one.
Irfan, just create a blank script that
Okay.
says message box.
yeah,
Okay. Let me
and with one hotkey, say F1,
Right.
and then show me where I would add my additional code after
Right.
I get it built.
okay.
We want a blank template is the point.
Yes.
Okay, let me share my screen. So let me close everything from here. So settings ANI and I will rename it. So it will not affect our ongoing script. So this is my new script .ahk. And the first thing I would do is here hash include trigger class. So yeah, triggers.hk. And the first thing first I will do here is dot add another checkbox, add hotkey. And the first parameter is my callback. So I must have a callback. So action 1 is my callback. And I must skip parameters. So this is my callback. And this is the label that I should assign. So I would call it my action 1. And the default hotkey, for example, is control F1. And there's no title, so I don't want to use titles. And then I can add another one and another one, but after finishing with those, I say triggers, but finish menu.
Okay, and why is action right now in red? You have to put something in there.
Oh, why it isn't red?
Yeah. No, hover over it. It tells you what it is. The declaration conflicts with an existing function. You have already a function called action1 somewhere. You have a function somewhere with that name. Rename it. Make it something else. Yeah. Yeah, there.
Oh, I included that one, so that's why
Mhm.
I.
Yeah, that's the problem. So it was somewhere else as well. So yeah, good.
Okay. So as soon as I run my script, I haven't assigned a action. So for example, a
Okay.
message saying my action 1. So this is a very simple example. So this is my script. Let me close that one. Yeah, new script. Right click it. You can see it adds the label to it and control F1, the default hotkey. And if I hit my default hotkey, control F1, I have this action to be called. And if I want to go ahead and go to the preferences, and you will see that I can choose any of the option and I can
Pause right there. So notice how you can close that. So notice how these text right here is that text right there. Does that
Yeah.
make sense? And it's also the same that shows in the menu. So that is kind of like the label or the title that you're giving to the whole thing. You see that? Yeah, there it goes. So it's the
Very good.
same everywhere. So here's the function that you have to call. Here's the label that you're going to use here and in the menu. And here's the default hotkey. What happens if you don't specify a default hotkey?
No,
Is it
then,
empty?
let me try that. So for that, I have to delete those settings.
No. Just create a new, go to the script, create a new one. But the other one, uncomment the second one. That's okay. No, well, I was just saying, just uncomment another one, make it without anything. Let's see what happens. I don't know what happens then.
Action 2.
Okay, and you need action, and they can both call the same function. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, they can call, but just for an
Yeah,
example. Okay, so let me just call it. And if I go there, so my
you will see that one of them has a hotkey, the other one doesn't.
doesn't have it, so I have to go there.
Oh,
and
there it is.
There it is.
That's what I was waiting for. So your name here, this name seems to, as it is empty, if it is not set, then there is no actions hotkey for that. So you have to account for that. But that's what I was thinking that might happen. So Connie, it might happen that if you didn't set a default hotkey, it might cause an issue. Irfan is just going to fix that, but yeah, maybe that's the problem that you're facing. You didn't have a hotkey on that.
Yeah, I should not make it a default hotkey. Empty.
No, that's not the problem. You see where you read, when you try to read this here, you see, hold on, go back.
So as soon as I go into the preferences.
Of course, it's not that. It's line 283. That's where it is. So this, if it is empty or if it is not set, you have to do something else. You cannot hotkey something that is empty. You cannot create a hotkey of nothing. So you need a hotkey. So if, yeah, exactly. Name, and you can do those two together, or so if the actions doesn't have the name, or if the hotkey doesn't have a trigger, yep, they're both the same thing. You just put one continue, right? There it goes. So if no, you have to do it the other way around. This one first. Yeah, exactly. You have to check whether we have it or whether that thing doesn't have the trigger either. That's it.
Let me try it.
That's
It doesn't cause any other error.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, there's another location in 84 that is trying anyways. So it didn't skip it. That's, oh, because action has the key. It's empty. The key is empty. If you look at actions right now, look at actions. No, look at actions. Hover over actions. Okay, click on that. Does it have a hotkey? No, it does not have a hotkey. Go open that. Do you have a hotkey for that? Yeah, you see, that is empty. So it has trigger. You have to put another condition, or if trigger is empty. Yeah, if not, trigger is empty. So those are three situations in which you want to skip, right? Because you cannot hotkey something that is nothing, right? But again, Connie, so he's just fixing that, but it is a problem if you do not specify a default hotkey. That might also, that might trip it up.
Okay, so if I try to save here, then okay, it's saved.
Yeah. So all of those little things, they must be ironed out, but yeah, that's okay. Yep. Actually, Irfan, what you should do is that if it is empty, if the trigger is empty, you should disable that one. Yeah, disable it. Or hold on, no, because can you click on this menu? Because if you can click on the menu like that, click on that. Does it do the option? No. Oh, I thought that it would trigger the action. Okay, no, okay.
We can make it like here.
Oh, true. Okay. Okay. In that case, if it is default, we could probably do that instead. Yeah. So again, it is just how the class works. It's just add a default hotkey, because if you don't, then it might trip up the script for now. But I think those things can be fixed fairly easily. So that's not a big issue. I think we should fix it at some point.
Okay. I think my main issue was actually the callback name is really the bulk of the script that's I'm gonna develop.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand. Thanks. It's a good refresher for what you've told me before, but
Yeah, no worries.